Hello. Hello, vegan knowledge community. It has been a while since I've been live. I just wanted to come on here and say hello. As you can see from the title, it has been, can you believe it, 1 whole year since how I went from sad to glad, my simple 4-step blueprint to transform your health, weight, and mindset has come out, and I'm celebrating that this month. And I also wanted to thank each and every one of you who not only bought my book but shared it, wrote a review, listened to it on YouTube when I uploaded the free audio version. It has been amazing, and most importantly, it has taught me so many things. And when I found out how it was so helpful to a lot of people, because they expressed how important mindset was to their journey. And the book was motivational and talks a lot about not only just what I ate, but also the way that I thought, the mindset shifts I had, and how you can move through that, especially as a beginner. And I realized that one of the biggest challenges is being a beginner in this type of atmosphere, in this community where there are all different levels of people who are vegan, raw vegan, whole food, plant-based, and it's just a lot to figure out. And what I found was, there, because of this, there's so many different levels, so many different opinions. It's very difficult to find a really safe space, and that's one of the things that helped me to want to create the amazing PLantz4merz VIP Club. Whoops, over here, as you can see in the corner, I've got the logo there, and I've been keeping it not quiet. I've been sharing it on Facebook and YouTube and the posts and things like that, but I haven't really talked about it live as much because we've been really building it, and I'm really thankful for the founding members who have been helping me build this community. I want to thank, just at our last Wednesday meeting, David and Phil came, and really, we were able to talk about how we stay consistent in this lifestyle. We're able to have question and answers, talk about best practices, where everybody is on their journey, and celebrate our wins, because so many times we can be hard on ourselves. So we have like live calls on Wednesdays, and just wanting to go beyond YouTube and the book and really help people in a one-on-one situation. Muriel, who has wrote a recipe book inside the community, that we share, and also all of the Michelle, who's been a member of the community since the very beginning. And I just wanted to remind everyone that today there is a free trial that you can join for 7 days. Come to the meeting on Wednesday. We have daily motivation workshops. It's really the go-to spot for beginners who are just looking to either learn about this, if you're curious about raw, or if you've been trying to be a raw vegan for a while and you're having trouble staying consistent on the diet. So I'm really excited for that. I don't know if, let me see if I can find where I can see your comments at. Let's see here. I'm just, normally I am on the platform Restream, as you know. Today I'm on, look, and oh, shout out to Dawn for this beautiful background. I'm not used to using this. It's like a green layover that I have behind me. So every now and then, if you see that, it might be what's going on. It's kind of moving it around. But I really love it. And it's another thing I wanted to talk about. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm excited to catch up with you guys here. Let's see if I can see where my comments are. There we go. Okay, I should be able to see comments, I hope. If I'm not seeing your comment, please, most of you who are following this, that at least for my VIP club, leave me a message in there. So thank you all for joining. We have this raw vegan doesn't have to be hard. Let me show you the easy way is kind of the tagline that I've been using, because I feel like as a beginner, you can really overcomplicate this. and I find that the way I started out was so simple because I didn't have access to a lot of information, and it worked out perfectly. And I've got a new framework, and I'm going to be talking about that. I have a new book coming out. I have a new book coming out, and it's called Raw Vegan Doesn't Have to Be Hard. Let me show you the easy way. And that is going to be really exciting. It's going to actually be released within the next Raw Vegan bundle. So when you are, oh, thank you, Ben. I really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining. Hello, Ben. Thank you. I appreciate it. And that's going to be coming out in the next Raw Vegan bundle. Hi, David. Thank you for joining. I am going to share my screen here because I wanted to thank you all who joined or who bought my book last year when it came out, the How I Went from Sad to Glad. And I wanted to also thank you all for the reviews, and I wanted to share some of them on the screen. And I've actually released my book absolutely free on YouTube. You can listen to it there. It's on the videos section, or I'll link it here after the stream. I forgot to do that. If you prefer the paperback, that's available. I still kept it at only, $10 because that's it's also on ebook for like $5 if you prefer it that way. Or when you join my community, I release all the books, all the everything I have, all the beginner raw vegan guides, and again, the weekly meetings that's inside the VIP club that you can also join for free right now or try it out for 7 days. But how is everybody doing? Or I see that we have some people in the comments, Ben and David. I'm not sure if it's the David I already know or a new David, I assume, because it said I subscribed. So I'm glad to meet you guys. Are you interested in raw vegan foods? Are you already raw vegan? I would love to know a little bit about you, and thank you for subscribing. I usually release 2 videos every week. Well, one is a live that I do with Sky, who's roarsky.com. She's another raw vegan influencer. We do the Raw Food Podcast. And then another one I do with, it's usually motivation, mindset tips. I see here my friend Marakita is here from Uncaged Heart Coaching. She's a men's health coach, also a vegan, and she's in my community, also the amazing PLantz4merz, and she's adding more raw foods to her life. And as I said, this is not a group about perfection. It's not a group that is going to add judgment or anything. It's a judgment-free, safe space to learn about raw foods. We know that everybody is at a different level. Some people are raw vegan. We have one member, David, in our community that is actually he's a like into like juicing and fasting right now and cleansing, and it's amazing what he's done. And then I also have members like Marakita who just love vegan and are trying to eat more raw food. She's been a vegan for many, many more years than even me. I'm on my April will be 7 years, but she's definitely has more experience with the whole food plant-based model if you're interested in that. And I've just always loved raw food. I eat my big salad every night, but I also have been through all versions of this diet, including trying processed foods and things over the years. And I just love raw. And I think everybody says when they eat more raw, they actually feel a lot more energy and feel a lot better. So I really am just so thankful for everybody who, read my book. Marakita wrote a review also, so I appreciate that. Check out her page there, and especially if you are interested in men's health, definitely, or not men's health, physical health, mental health, I would say. Check that out. I love fruits and eat lots of bananas, she said. Oh, wonderful. I am like so excited because tonight I've had some bananas. You know how you get them from the store and sometimes they don't have ripe ones, so they're just now getting yellow so I can have them. I have a smoothie I used to have it every night. Lately I've just been having a couple of dates for dessert, but like majul dates, not dates. Like I'm not going out on dates. I knew Marakita would like that dumb joke I just told, or silly joke. But I've been eating these dates, but tonight I've decided I want to have like a banana and almond milk, maybe smoothie or something like that. Those are always good, maybe walnuts in it. And of course, I'm always going to have my big salad. I've been doing a lot of fasting throughout the day and just drinking moringa. Have you tried that yet? I remember, I think you may have ordered it. Eric, Uncaged Heart Coaching. Did you ever try the moringa? It's not the best tasting thing in the world, but especially the way that things are grown nowadays and the soil may not have all the nutrients in it. I love having that as an addition to the nutrients in my diet. But I really, um, again, just wanted to thank everyone who purchased and wrote a review. Everybody who supported and encouraged and shared my book and the reviews. It's been such a blessing to be 1 year already from when it came out. And oh, did you? Oh, maybe you showed me like the link, or you got the link to it, or maybe I sent you the link to it. Yeah, I tend to feel a lot better. I stopped taking it for about a year, and I didn't it wasn't like an immediate notice of it, but I found that usually throughout the day I was usually able to like fast longer. I just like doing that because it keeps my energy up, and I found that I was a little more hungry throughout the day without it. And I also feel I have a little bit more energy, which I don't need a whole lot more, but I don't want to talk Dawn's ear off all day. So the moringa helps with that too, especially at work, because it's not something you want to be wide awake with, just sitting at the computer all day, right? But the book is so peaceful and funny. Oh, thank you. I mean, it's not pretentious at all. It's down to earth. Yeah, I think one of the things that can happen when we get into this lifestyle or into, we learn a lot of stuff so quickly, and we find that we all of a sudden forget where we were before we got into this lifestyle and learned about it. And one of the things, the reasons that I wanted to write the book from like my own perspective was showing the mindset shifts that I went through, and then also kind of a guide to help people. Like, I love acronyms, so the GLAD is goals, learning, action, and discipline, and then each of those in the book is broken down to share like how to set goals, like what's the best way to set a goal. And it's to make it really specific and start with one thing at a time and set a time phase on it. Like, I was just talking in the community about how now I'm trying to work out and stay consistent. Me and Dawn took a walk today, so that was awesome. But it was very nice out, but I hear we're going to get a lot of snow here in Maryland, so we probably may not be able to get out unless we have snow boots and stuff on over the next couple of days. But at least we got some time in while it was sunny. But if that's something you like to do, take a walk for fitness. But I like to get on the elliptical while we're unwinding and kind of watching TV at night. And um and so I say every day now I'm going to work out from 5 to 6, or 5:15 to 6:15, depending when I get finished all my work for today, for the day. And like in the beginning, the way I started my whole raw vegan was I'm going to start by eating this big salad every night. And I always tell people, if you are starting out with this, just adding that one thing can give you something to build on, something to celebrate. Like, wow, I'm actually eating a salad every day, even if you're still eating your regular, diet. Or like, I know you love fruit, and I think that's awesome when you share with me you're eating fruit during the day. It's like, get it in there, get your nutrients in. It makes me feel like better when I eat something lighter during the day than something really heavy. So if you can eat fruit for lunch every single day this week, that is something you can celebrate. And then you're already doing it. You're not saying, oh, I'm going to start raw vegan next Monday. You're putting in the reps and doing the work. And it's not really work because it tastes good, but it's sometimes you just can't get your head around changing everything at once, whether you're going to be vegan and you eating the regular diet and you're like, I want to do this for animals, but how am I going to do it? Start with that one plant-based meal. And I bet you would agree with me on that. Yes. Yeah, I'm always talking about mindset stuff because it is just in my nature because of studying it. And also, I find it fascinating to figure out what happened in my own brain. And then I try to find the studies that, like, oh, that's why this worked. It worked because I got excited about it. I got excited about raw food instead of thinking, oh, my, I have to, I got to do this diet. I have to eat this salad. I get to eat this salad. I'm blessed to know this information, to know that blueprint to how we can stay healthy. And it's not some random thing that happens to us. So thank you for coming on and saying that. I haven't gone live in so long and I miss doing this, but I also enjoy doing the pre-recorded videos because it's easier for me to put those together kind of then try to find a time when everybody can be on here. And also it's usually when I have something like a message that hits me spur of the moment. It might be like I might have 10 minutes and then I can record a video and then I can go back and edit it, take out all my ums and ahs and you knows so you guys aren't sitting through it all. And while I'm thinking of what to say, that's one of the things that has been good. I've been able to cut down on the time because I know everybody's busy. Even if you want to learn, you don't always have hours to spend on YouTube. So I usually try to keep them around 10 to 20 minutes. Really? That's awesome. I was trying to find you yesterday. You guys are live. She's actually in the vegan bundle. I was just telling them I'm going to be in the raw vegan bundle, but she was live yesterday and I couldn't even find it on Facebook. It's been so weird with notifications. I'm glad that YouTube showed you my live. So yeah. What else is new? Anything going on with you guys? I had a note in the description. Let me know the last fruit you ate. And that's going to be fun to go back and read all those for everybody. So don't forget to do that. And I just was getting ready to finish up here. I'm getting my book, the new one, set up and all in the right format to send over to the people who are doing the bundle so we can get that ready for release. So after that's over, I'll go ahead and release it probably on like Amazon. And that's one of the cool things about the bundles. Most of like the way this one is set up anyway. I don't know if yours is like that in the vegan bundle, but it'll be all brand new stuff that's never been released. Some people release it after the bundle on like for sale, but a lot of people just leave it in that bundle. So I'm really excited. The first book was a lot about mindset, and this one will be too, but it's also going to have in there the 3 fill-up framework, and also talk a lot about how important community is. And that's one of the things that I've really been focused on this year, why I haven't been live a lot, is I spend a lot of time putting things together, talking with the people and trying to help people in a more personal manner, whether it's on private message inside the platform that we use for the group, or like the members have access all the time. Somebody's there to talk to. So we talk in a group chat, but I also am helping some people in, private message if they don't want to put it in the group. And it's just really cool to be able to help people in a more personal way and keep people on the positive, because we can get so hard on ourselves when we're trying to start something new. And being kind to yourself and saying, hey, look what I did right today, and having someone there to be able to say that. We also have some fun games that we play in our meetings and things. Like this week, we tried to figure out how many words we could find out of a strawberry. And I realized the word raw was in strawberry. Isn't that cool? Okay. I'm probably the only one that thinks that's cool. Oh, thank you. Yes. Well, you hear from me enough. I'm always sending messages. I'm glad most of them are positive. Um, and Dawn was going to come on here, but she's busy doing video editing today. So, yes, let's do that. I would love to do it. Like a trivia, maybe. That one game, Two Truths and a Lie, would be fun. I've been wanting to do that for so long. Maybe what we plan it for like March. We'll march into some fun. I tried to make the name for it already. I would love to do game night. We could have fun. I think it's important too to have that bond with people because we don't have a whole lot of people in our regular life who care about health and how ripe your bananas are and talk about tips of what we're doing to stay healthy. It's more like most people can find a way to you know like to do unhealthy things like go to the bar, right? You can find a million people to go with, but to talk about what your favorite smoothie is, there's not a lot of people, or celebrate those little wins that might not seem important to someone else. That's why I love calling it Wednesday, like WINS, because we can say, hey, here's what we did this week. Of course, you have like, I've been learning about raw foods for so long now that I can pretty much figure out a way to help you work it out in real life, how to add raw foods to your life. And I always start really simple with fruit for lunch, salad for dinner. But then if you want to upgrade, like, I always say about you, Marakita, you can cook. So you would probably be able to really come up with good raw combinations. Like Sky does some amazing things with raw food, like she does raw pizza and things like that, whereas mine are pretty standard. But I did make an ice cream type dish for one of the raw food parties, and I was pretty proud of that. It actually by mistake had this little swirl in it when I froze it, and it looked like I made the design in it, but it wasn't. I'm definitely not the chef. But in yeah, I'm gonna be making you find us some. I'm gonna make you come up with some raw vegan recipes because I've seen your cooked whole food plant based dishes, and she's always modest about them, like, oh, that's nothing. But so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and start to wrap it up. Don't forget. Let's see here. Let me see. Oh, there we go. I think I can share screen. Let's see. There it is. So we are Howling from Sad to Glad. As you can see, we've got some reviews there. You can buy it on Amazon. And then also we have these amazing reviews. I know some of these were done on Facebook too. And I think that's where Marakita's was. And I'm really thankful for everybody who came on. And I got this really cool picture of Marakita and her little doggy Louie, who have a little picture posing with my book. And I want to make sure that I thank everybody for doing that. Whoops. I guess we don't need to see that my Prime membership is not working, right? Hey, this is full disclosure, right? I guess I'll be hearing commercials on YouTube tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. But I just want to say thank you to everybody. And don't forget, if you are interested, today we are offering the 7-day free trial into the Amazing PLantz4merz VIP membership. And I would love to have you in there. We can, you know, you can check it out, come to the meeting on Wednesday, see if it's something you like, check out all the resources. There's beginner guides, there's the recipe book, everything in there. And it's only $10 a month after that, just to keep things going for all the platforms I use to make resources and things. And that's I always joke on my videos, it's less than a banana a day. Remember that old commercial where they used to say it's like less than something, I don't know, per day. But yeah, so if you like it after that, that's what it is. But of course, you can get lots of things for free at gladblueprint.com. I have that link. You can get the free meal plan, and it has my salad recipe there. And there's also a link, of course, for a bunch of free resources. And my whole goal here is to help beginners, but I would love to work closely with you. That's my exciting big news, is the community that we've been kind of keeping quiet, but building it. And now I have a little bit of a structure starting in next week here. We've got something planned for each day inside the community, not a meeting each day. I'm not going to hold you like that, but we do the one weekly meeting, and that's no pressure. You don't have to have your camera on. I like it because we can, you know, all conversate, but we don't have to. If it's something you're not comfortable with and you just want to come ask your questions, you can always come that way. You can also ask questions inside the community. I just think that, you know, the like books and YouTube videos are awesome, but if you need a little more personal guidance, or you've been having trouble staying consistent and need a little motivation, come inside and we can help you there. They are 6 o'clock Eastern on Wednesdays right now. And then I'm considering one or two of our members are from another country. So we might do one meeting a month, like an extra one during the day on Wednesday afternoons. Depending, I'm not sure yet if we're going to do that, but I'm trying to find a time that can work for everybody. But I started them in the afternoon, and then it was just really difficult to get everybody together with everybody's commitments, work. I know you're busy and everything. So Wednesdays at 6 p.m. right now. I mean, that could change at some point, but that's where I hope that we see everybody that's watching this on Wednesday, and we can make it a big party. And then me and Mariquita and Dawn said she's going to come. And then we've had David and Phil have been regulars. Muriel, I know, has made it to a few of them. Laurie is an awesome member of our community, and she came to a meeting and she shared such wonderful reviews of it. So I appreciate all of you. And I want to thank you for coming. Everybody who's watching this, let me know. Whoops, lost my light there, didn't I? I'm the lady in the dark. Okay, there I am. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Well, that's a good time to end. I lost my light. All right, thank you all for joining. Thank you for coming, and I will see you all in the next video. Look out for a recorded video coming later this evening, I think, or tomorrow.